Hello and welcome to the fourth part of the Mindfulness Challenge. We're already at week 4, so let's see what the magic box holds for us this week. So, this week we're talking about mindful thinking. So what does that mean? Many times during the day we have a lot of thoughts in our head and they're just spinning around in our mind, spinning and spinning, and we don't know where to start and where to stop. So this is what this exercise is about. We will take 10 minutes every day and just lay down somewhere where we don't get distracted, and we just try not to think about anything. So every time a thought comes into our mind, we just let it pass as if it was a cloud in the sky that is just passing through, and we don't pay more attention to it. And then we might catch ourselves that we hold on to a thought and start to think it through a bit further. So then we just let it go again like a cloud in the sky, and just move on to nothing or move on to the next thought. So this exercise will help us to not get caught up with certain thoughts when we try to really shut off the mind and just relax. So by taking a thought, realizing it's there, but then also having the right to send it away if it's not appropriate, we will try to practice that. It's perfectly okay to sometimes not be in the mood to think about things and to simply think about nothing. We have so many triggers every day in our life, so many things we have to think about. We have deadlines at work, we have friends we think about, we have colleagues at work that want something from us. We have a family at home, we need to think about what to buy in the grocery store. So there's lots of thoughts, and we also get caught sometimes in worrying thoughts that we already think about today, even though we can't actually worry about something yet. So if there is a decision coming up or a certain event coming up, we often tend to worry about this already before the dice have fallen or before something is actually decided. And that way we get caught up with negative thoughts or stressful thoughts that block certain channels in our mind. But in fact, we wouldn't have to worry about this question yet. So there's a saying, if you're in a boat and you already take all the negative thoughts from tomorrow to you into the boat, the only thing that can happen is that you sink. So there's something about that. If something bad happens tomorrow, we still can have negative thoughts tomorrow. But if we already have them today, basically there's 24 hours of negative thoughts that are not really necessary. If we get caught in this carousel of thoughts and we just can't find a way out of it, it's okay to acknowledge them, but then send them away. So I quite like the visualization in this suggestion here, that they're like clouds, so there's plenty clouds around, and some of them come closer, some of them might get larger as well, but then we send them away and let them go. And ideally the sky will just clear up and become a blue sky, so we can give our mind a break. So I'm very curious to know how this exercise works for you. Remember, 10 minutes a day just for yourself, thinking about nothing. So leave a comment down below if you would like to share, and I'm glad to see you again next week for week 5 in the Mindfulness Challenge.